So now we are going to look at the rate. So as I mentioned, the rate is actually the speed of a reaction. So the rate of this reaction can be determined by either from the production of the reduction or the consumption of calcium carbonate or the formation of carbon dioxide, calcium chloride or water. Uh, Now, in this case, it's easy to measure the amount of carbon dioxide rather than calcium chloride because calcium chloride is not a solid, it is dissolved in water, and water, of course, it's hard to measure because this calcium chloride is uh, actually it has been dissolved in water. So the only method, the most, not the only method, the most easy method is the uh, measuring the amount of carbon dioxide to get the rate of the reaction, or we can actually, if we know the amount of calcium carbonate that we used, and if we can find the remaining the remaining amount of calcium carbonate, we can determine the amount of calcium carbonate that was reacted with HCl. So from that also we can get the rate. So let's look at the equation that we use to get this rate. So if it is applied, if you are going to uh, find the rate using the reactants, so it will be, I erase this. Amount of reactants used up divided by the time taken to for this the time taken for this process. And if you are going to get the rate out of these products, so it will be the amount of products formed divided by time taken. So as I mentioned earlier, you can use either the amount of reactants used up, or you can use the amount of products formed. So now let's look at the factors that affect the rate of these reactions. Um, Actually, for a reaction to happen, the reactants should come closer to each other, and there should be collisions with each other. So then the bonds are broken, or actually the bonds between uh, uh, the bonds between the particles of reactants are broken, and when forming the products, bonds are formed. So in order to break these bonds, the molecules should come closer to each other and there should be collisions. So because of these collisions, the bonds are being broken. So, and it is same as for the products also. When forming the products also, the molecules should come uh, closer to each other, and there should be collision. They should collide with each other. Then new products are formed. So actually, the factors that affect this affect the rate of the reaction actually affects these collisions. So that's why the rate becomes high or low, right? So if the collisions are high, the rate will be high, and if the collisions are low, the rate will be very low. So let's look at what are these factors. One